Hey guys. All right. I couldn't figure out which picture I was going to put because I wanted to switch them. But um let's see. I wanted to go over just a little bit of some people were I got a couple of emails that were just kind of asking me what 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 actually is the content going to be. And honestly, it is something that was kind of transitioning, but I just wanted to give you guys who were if I was vague, I guess, then I just want to make it. Hey, William, I hope you're doing good. Yes, William. I know I didn't even change my name yet. I didn't even think about that. I guess I I mean, what do I put? Um Gosh, I didn't even think about that. I'm still Mittens. I'll always be Mittens. Okay, guys. So this is what I wanted to do was just explain for the people that were unsure because some members okay, I thought it was an evil troll. I'm sorry about that, William. Okay, so let me explain. Our members will have everything that all the subs have. The only thing different is we're gonna do member only cooking. That will be about twice a month. And that'll be kind of the one of their perks. Another thing that we'll do is um normally currently when we used to do cooking, I did the cooking live for public, and then for the next day I would put it on members only, and then I opened it up to everybody and it was public. So what I'm going to do is the members are going to have member only content that stays members only. um the cooking will be more it'll be more like you guys will be doing more cooking with us, where the everyday subs are going to get cooking probably about twice a month. Maybe once every couple, like maybe on a Thursday, every other Thursday we'll do cooking, or a Tuesday, but it'll only be a couple times, or every other week. The members will be like, today we did a vlog. I will keep the vlog for the members only. And that's kind of new for us to start vlogging and doing editing and then uploading the content. That's going to stay members only. We had to run to Sam's, so it's like the Sam's. I don't want to say it was a Sam's haul, but it was like just a vlog. We had a few things we had to run to do today, and those things will be kept on members only. But also, like if we go to get some lunch or dinner versus you guys being with us, the members will be getting more, I want to say more personal content, whereas we're going to do this live stream 2 nights a week. So the subs will be getting this 2 nights a week, probably Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, maybe 3 times of just chatting with you guys, talking to you guys. The members are the ones that are going to get a piece of the old cooking channel. Does that make sense? It's going to be more about the Mitten Mama cooking and us doing um the transition. The new, I guess that's the main difference. But let me explain what this channel for us, what I wanted it to be. This is pretty much the, hey, more chill out kind of talk about life. You don't have to give your location, but you can share your son or your daughter is graduating college this year. I mean, there's just some people that truly, I know this is going to sound crazy, but there's just some people that don't have that friendship that an online person has. So like let's say I wasn't really going out. I stayed home a lot because I can't drive. So if me and Joe weren't together, I would be like, well, these are my only friends. And sometimes that makes you stay in a at a channel longer than you want to, simply because you don't have any other friends outside of those people. So I kind of just, I just mainly for me, I want to be able to have somebody go, hey, my daughter's studying abroad. And I'm like really nervous this weekend. I haven't talked to her in a couple of days. And just literally everybody grab their coffee, grab their wine, coffee, sweet tea, grab a chair, grab a seat. We're just kind of hanging out on the couch and just talking. And it might be like I just got back from Texas and I want to share with you guys how my niece is getting ready to have a baby. And I'm really excited and I'm nervous at the same time. But if I don't have, if I don't go into channels where I have to listen to either drama or listen to, I was in the drama community before, so that's why it's kind of like the drama crama is pretty similar. Over on one side of the community, it's pretty much they're going at one person or whatever. It's relatively the same. I originally started at the drama community, moved over to the crama community, but it's relatively the same. I really like some creators because they make me laugh, but to me, I really want to be able to laugh without all. I guess I want to be able to just chat, and I want to be able to. I love when people are like, "Oh my gosh, we got good results back from my doctor," or my husband got great results back, or um, this weekend we're going to be traveling to visit our daughter. She's over on the other side of the state, and for me personally, I feel like when you go to a channel and there's like 1,300 people, everybody's kind of just watching the names fly. And you have to watch to see the answer if you ask somebody, like, hey, how's it been going? Or how are you doing? Or what's going on? And you have to look for that person's name to see their response. And that's mainly what I wanted to do, was have a place where people can just say, hey, we just bought a house. Just share your good news with somebody. It's praise reports, good news, exciting news, events that you're looking forward to. And honestly, it's enjoyable for me. I love seeing somebody have great news. Um, I always support whatever direction you go in. Oh, William, thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do. And honestly, I was more concerned about, I mean, because yeah, I did start on the platform with cooking, and there are a lot of my subs. I got probably a handful of um emails that were just kind of like, I can't believe you're not gonna cook anymore. And it's not that I'm not. I'm just, it's, for me, I want to be able to sit and chat with you guys. And I just don't feel like I'm able to do that because on my live streams we're cooking. Joe's cooking, and then I come in and try to talk to you guys. And then a couple people said, well, you can still cook and then just talk to us afterwards. And we might do that a couple times. Like, hey guys, we're gonna make this pizza and then let's go sit. Let's just chill and hang out and talk. I don't want to do games. I don't want to do like we started doing that a couple times, like doing different trivias, but I want it just to be like special days that you want to share with somebody, praise reports, think recipes. If you have a recipe that you found at the store or you're at your doctors. My mom used to take, I say that because my mom used to take recipes from the doctor's office. I know my mom was that mom that tore it out of the magazine. And I would be like, Mom, you have like 5 of these like folded in half or whatever. So, anyways, that's ideally what we want to do. Eventually, I want to do some, I don't want to say interviewing some people, but like some of you guys know the history about my son. He was brought up in the church. He was an athlete, a triathlete, and somehow, some way, he decided he wanted to venture out into the world, and he did. And then he straightened his life back up, and he made an amazing turnaround. And I think sometimes it might be kind of cool. I had a sub who at one time was like, I mean, I shared it is what it is. My son got into some legal trouble because he had made some bad decisions. His father had told him, you know what, I don't want um when you're done making these mistakes, you can come back, reach out to me and I'll see you. And me and my son's stepdad, which is my husband Joe, knew we were not those parents. We were going to stand by our son. We were going to sit in that um, aisle or whatever that bench is in the courtroom and stand by my son. And it wasn't an option. It was just, he made mistakes, and our job as parents. I mean, we got divorced when my son was only 8 years old, but it is what it is. And we stood by our son until he straightened up. And then I don't know, we were so proud now to see him make good choices. I said all that to say it's not easy. It's hard to stand by your son. It's hard when they're making mistakes, when he gets wrapped up in the drugs and there's an addiction. And before you know it, he's taking TVs off of your wall. I mean, there's a lot that you, as a mother or as a father or as a parent, you go through. And we did the long haul, and it was worth it because he's a phenomenal dad. And I think it'd be kind of cool one day just to ask and talk to him. Maybe it's only a 20-minute interview and just ask him, like, what were you thinking? What were your thoughts? I mean, I know he's shared with me a couple times, like, Mom, if I would have known how hard it was to get back out, get back out of the world where I went to and get back into church, I never would have left. I thought I could go out and party and then come home and go to church the next day. And he said it just wasn't that easy. This is a great direction. You didn't even know I watched you guys from the shelter to my own apartment. Oh, William, that's amazing. That's truly amazing just to have that growth. That to me feels like, like when no one even knows. And for me, William, that's what it was like for me. I had the humbling of receiving, when the neighbor came and asked me if I wanted this bag of groceries. It was like, I didn't, like, I needed them, and I said yes, but it was like the Lord wanted me to share that with you guys. And I was like, oh my gosh, the drama community is gonna blast this all over. The trauma community is gonna, mama, is accept, taking handouts from neighbors, and you just never know. And I just saw myself like, oh my gosh, am I gonna, I mean, I accepted them, but I was so excited that somebody did it because it was so giving of them, for them. I mean, when I say it was a bag of groceries, close to probably $50 worth of groceries, it was a huge Pier 1 grocery bag. It wasn't like a small plastic bag. It was huge. And there was like frozen meat, like rolls of meat. There was cans. There were boxes of like rice-a-roni and instant mashed potatoes and pancakes, and there was so much stuff. And I opened the door. She had said, "Do you mind if I have groceries?" And I'm like, "No." I was flabbergasted, and I said, "I would thank you for asking. Yes, I'll take them." Then I closed the door and I went in the living room, and I was like, I mean, and some of you guys know the story about us. We struggled a lot more because our daughter was abroad. Since then, she graduated college. And so she's got her own job over there now. Blah 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 blah. It's not like that anymore, but it was like that, and it was very very humbling. And it was like the Lord was telling me I had to share that story. And I was like, oh my God, no, I can't share it. And it was a lot for me, you guys. It was embarrassing. It was a lot. It was a lot. I wish I could describe the amount. But you know what? The Lord, and that's why I put that on my community post. The Lord asks us to humble ourselves because he can't use me when I'm full of pride. That was a perfect example. If I was so boasting like, oh, we got lots of money, we don't need anything, we're all that, we rolling, we got the big bucks and we're all that, how would how could he use me to share that story? I would be so filled with like, no, no way, Lord, am I going to let you embarrass me in front of all these people? No way am I about to embarrass myself with these people. I'm sorry, you can use somebody else, but that story is going to have to go. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Like, it took me humbling myself and being like, he said, because I was like, no, 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 I can't. Like, I was talking to the Lord. That's what I'm trying to say. And he's like, they did it. They need to hear it. I did it for them. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was like an eye opener. I guess that's the best way to describe it. I was embarrassed that I was thinking it was about me. I guess that's a beautiful way to say it. I thought it was about me. Like, oh, but the Lord, you blessed me with those. And the Lord's like, it wasn't about you. I did it for them. So somebody who was going to watch the video was going to know that there was a God that was a provider. There was a God that if you set out to him, Lord, we don't have any money this week, or Lord, if you can do anything, please, my kids are hungry. And trust me, I've been a single mom, and I'm just letting you know, sometimes you're you're not, how do I say it, you will pretty much ask anybody for help so your son or your daughter will have the food for that night. And and you know what, there was somebody that needed to hear it, and I was so wrapped up in me that I didn't want to share that story because I was embarrassed. And that's when the Lord had dealt with me. That's what I call it. He dealt with me and said, it's not about you. And I was like, oh, well, okay, my bad. Sorry, Lord. I thought it was about me. And he said, no, there's somebody that needs to hear this story. It took my mother seeing me sleeping on the train on her way to work to get off the street. Oh, man. I still go to the pantry when I'm not working a full week, William. And you know what? I truly believe it's about who you touch when you're on your way, because you're so appreciative that it's the blessing that you're giving the person on the train or in line. It's about who you're touching, that even when you have nothing in your pockets or nothing to offer, you have you have that smile, you have the how are you today, you have the joy of the Lord, or the joy of just gratitude for today. Does that, you know what I mean? Like, somebody, if I said, well, I don't have nothing to give, I have nothing. No, but I have me, and I can use what I have in me. I have my spirit. I have the joy of the Lord. I have happiness. I have gratitude. That is free. If I go into a store or go for a walk or go down to the street on the sidewalk and I talk to somebody, that I can touch somebody simply by saying, have a great day. How are you doing today? Me and my husband would buy our groceries at the store, and that's just my personality, is I usually am very upbeat. And I was reaching in, and me and Joe are just always been like, oh man, that just, I'm very frugal. You guys know how I am about cooking. And I said, man, that's expensive. And then a gentleman was reaching in, and he was like maybe a 75-year-old man. He goes, I know it. He goes, you want to come to my house and cook it for me? He goes, I need some of that happiness around me. And I said, oh, sir, I said, you're so kind. And, but I bet it's going to taste so good, the orange juice or whatever it was. And it was, he was just so happy to have a conversation with somebody. And it's like Joe said, you don't know the last time he had a conversation with somebody. We talked for probably 5 or 10 minutes about the Jews and about the day and how he was doing and the happiness. Like we stood there and talked and laughed, and you just never know how long the male person or the lady behind you in line at the grocery store it has been since she's talked to somebody. You don't know what you're doing to the cashier when you're gracious with them. When you said, "Oh, take your time. I'm in no rush," because everybody in front of you and behind you is kind of like, "Can you move it along?" And then when you go, "Oh, I'm okay. Go ahead and finish what you need to do." And it just gives people a sense of, you know, um happiness, and showing them you're not there to go, "Ma'am, how long is it going to take you to change that receipt tape? Ma'am, how long is it going to take you to get those bags on those hooks so you can start my grocery order?" That's what I think about. I think about who and what I can do to be a blessing to people. And some people, I don't want to say, I feel like it's for other reasons. I feel like when I start the day, I started with the mentality of, "Lord, use me." And that goes anywhere. If that means going into a store, and if I see somebody that just anybody, and whether it be a young kid, older person, younger person, just to smile and wave and ask them how they are today. You just, it gives them a feeling of they're not ignored. They weren't just, you wouldn't just walk right past them and give two cares in the world to the who it was. It just, you just, how hard is it to say, "I love that hat you're wearing, beautiful dress that you're wearing. Hey, I really like that jacket." And you just never know what that compliment does or did to that person that day. It feels good, honestly. It feels good to see them smile. Maybe it's their favorite jacket. Maybe the jacket was their dad's or their brothers or their sisters, and they're wearing it to feel close to them that day. And you tell them, "Hey, that's a really nice coat." What a opportunity to be used. And honestly, you guys may think it's crazy, but I do it. And if you want to do it, you can do it. But when I'm leaving the home, I say, "Lord, use me anywhere you see fit today." And I'm but you have to be prepared. If there's something or somebody, I mean, you'll feel a nudge. You'll feel a little tap on your shoulder that tells you, just, you don't have to go up and touch a little kid. You don't have to go up and touch any people. You can just smile at them and wave. And it just, after a while, it just becomes natural habit to smile at people and realize that there's people that are benefiting from it. And it feels good to know that you're changing somebody's day. It feels really nice. Although you see me on panels, I'm shy in person. You know what? My husband's like that too. My husband's super shy. And then people are like, "I can't believe you and Joe are together," because he's so, like, he does okay here with everybody. But let me tell you, he is very much, um, Joe's. What's You heard him on the live the other night? He actually got embarrassed, and he went to the other room, and like, even with me, he went to and he said, "Hey," or "Hi, how's it going?" or whatever. I mean, we've been together for 20 plus years, but when you know how we knew we were meant to be together? We met at, believe it or not, we met at a bar. I know it says many bad things about, I've heard bad things, but anyways, we met in a bar. And he had said, "Jay, run, there's a spider, hurry, there's a spider, hurry, he's moving fast." Hold on, guys. Sorry, baby. He moved.
You're lucky I heard you.
Oh, you scared me.
Where?
Right there. Right there, right there, right there.
Where?
On the inside of the windowsill. Right there, right there.
Oh, shit.
What?
Little tiny little spider.
It's not a tiny. He was moving fast. I mean, his legs were running.
He could have killed you.
He could have. So, anyways, we met at the bar, and he walked up, and we have it on one of our lives. So, anyways, but we went. Our first date was we went to Don Pablo's, and they said we walked in, and we were like, oh, a couple of margaritas. And we went to a stand next to it was like a pub table. So you stand next to it. And then we were like, wow, this place is full. It's going to be at least an hour and a half wait. Well, the next thing you know, they said, Jones, party of two. And me and Joe look at each other. We're like, what? Oh my God, it's time for us to go back already. So we were like, hey, we had like our margarita in one hand, and we were like, kind of like dancing with them in one hand and singing. I kind of, we were just laughing and dancing and having a good time. I mean, this was literally our first date, but we felt like very chill with each other. So we're like, hey, Joe's party of two. And we go right up to like the hostess, and there was a couple people. So then she looked at us and she looked at the other people, and she goes, oh, is it four? And me and Joe look at each other, and we're like, no, it's us. Just us two. And the other people go, we're Jones. And I said Jones, party of two. So then when I tell you we walked through a sea of people, like there was probably about maybe 200 people in this room. And that's why they told us it was going to be about a 2 hour, an hour and a half wait. And we were like, woo, we're right. They called our name already. We barely been standing here for like 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. And so we were like, woohoo! They called our name, and we're starting like dancing. Like we were almost like we were dancing in the what's that thing called? Jay, what's that thing called? That line of when you go to like a Hawaii or something like that. That line where the way we went up to down our first date. The way we were like, woo, they called our name, and we're like, hey, what's that?
Don Pablo's.
Yeah, what was the dance we were doing? Like we were kind of like they were calling what's that thing called when you're going underneath the stick? And they're like, everybody at a wedding kind of like holds on to each other like
that's the
it's something line. It's called the conga line.
Conga line, yeah.
Okay, so we were dancing like we were going like it was like, what are we doing that like it was a conga line?
Yeah, we were doing a little grind the pepper action.
Shut up! Is that what you were doing? I didn't know you were grinding the pepper. I was holding my drink like this. I was like, woo!
I was just being all pompous going, that's right, it's us.
I know, that's what
we're next in line.
That's what I
told
told
our table.
I said it's like,
excuse me, pardon, excuse me. You guys are all behind us.
I told him, I said, we were like, what? 2 hours? What? It's only been 5 minutes. They already called us. So we were like, hey. And we we're like, oh, I wouldn't say we were high-fiving, but we were pretty much high-fiving.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then we were like, wow, it was only 5 minutes, and we're laughing. Hey, Teresa. So we're laughing, and we're like, oh my gosh. So then we get up there.
Party of three.
No, 4, because it was another couple.
I don't know who it was.
So then they go, oh, it's 4? And me and Joe are like,
no, it's just 2. Joe, party of 2. No, we call it Jones, party of 4.
And we were like,
the walk of shame.
It was
for all the people that we were
it was worse than the walk of shame.
We laughed our asses off.
It was worse than the walk of shame. It was humiliation.
We got back to the little sit down bar.
It was horrible. So, anyways, I said all that because I
laughed our butts off.
I was telling you guys a story about that. I don't even remember. William, what was I going with the story? Anyways, so I think I was telling him the kind of things that like. Anyways, if you guys, that's what we want to do on our channel is you guys sharing like, hey, I went on my first date today after 5 years, or like my son's graduating, like that kind of stuff. So, anyways, what was I telling you about the story about that? I don't know. I was humiliated, embarrassed, but we had a good time at it. I think it was about our son. That's what I was about. It was, I don't want to say difficult, but it was definitely a hurdle. My son being 8 and my husband, who at the time was a new man in the home, and he was like, "Oh God, he thinks he's gonna give me some kind of, direction," and it was just whatever. So we went through a lot, and that's what I was talking about. That's what it was. I was talking to you guys about what we had to go through and just the struggle of the parenting, and he made some decisions, but let me tell you, he turned his life around. And I think that for the most part, I feel like we need a place to share good news about things that we have going on in our lives. Teresa, I am going to be doing cooking, but it's going to be a member's perk. Does that make sense? So basically, the channel is going to be transitioned. The only people that are going to feel like it's the same channel will be the members. The members will be getting cooking 2 or 3 times a month. Like every other week, we'll be cooking. Once a week, maybe we'll be cooking.
Who knows?
That's what I told them. But we're doing a vlog right now because today we filmed a vlog of today things we did today, and then we're going to upload it. But instead of making all the videos currently when we do cooking, I for 24 hours leave it to members, and then after members I switch it to public. Now going forward, I'm going to keep the videos as members only. And it's just kind of we're just transitioning the channel to be more of a variety. Some days it's going to be where we're going to a restaurant. Some days, I think we want to do on one day, Joe's going to be reading a book called The Institute, but we'll let you guys know, like, hey, for the next, I don't know, Joe's kind of that kind of guy. He likes to read. I don't read. Let's try. I would like to have you guys. I would like to have you guys on panel at some point. As soon as I can figure it out, William, I really will. Well, Teresa, we did do a different members. We did it all the way down. We have like one that says, "Welcome to La Familia" before the girls. So we used to have a lot more. We used to have maybe 150. And for us, that was big. But we just, over the holidays, it was a really tough time for me, really tough time. And it just was very hard for me to it was hard. The times, it was just hard. So unfortunately, a lot of our members ended up getting fewer and fewer. But what I hope is that our channel can build up again. People gift memberships, then other people are able to enjoy it too. So that's ideally what we would like to do. Not unfortunately, we're a what's it called channel, branded channel. So I'm not even allowed to give any memberships. Let me see your phone. I wonder if you can. Let me see, or if it's considered, because it won't let me buy them because I've tried it and it won't let me do it. 2, 3, 4. But I feel really bad. I really do, because I know there's a lot of people that really enjoy the cooking streams. I feel like my members don't ask anything, especially during the holidays. They didn't say anything about me, not going live as much. And I just feel like it's only fair that I give them something in return. Does that make sense? So that was our main reason of doing it. It's okay. It's okay, Teresa. I mean, I can understand why we're not. I'm trusting on the Lord, and I know our memberships will grow again. And in between then, we'll just wait it out. I don't even know how to. Let's see. Wow, our thing isn't even here for members. Um, I wonder how I can gift them. Where's that at? Do you know? I know it's turned on. I can't. It won't let. It doesn't give them to me to give away. That's what I ideally wanted. Um, I'm trying to find out where. I think what's Queen was saying is it lets you do some, but you have to do it under. She said you have to do it. What did she say? Like through what is that thing called? Like it has to do it through like desktop version. Somebody told me you can do it that way, and I'm trying to find it so that way I can at least I personally can gift them. You know what I mean? Um, sorry guys. I know you guys are being patient with us. Do 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 do. What's wrong, baby?
Oh, nothing. Just the new version of Wipeout's on.
Oh no. Really, you don't watch it?
First time I've seen it since it's been new.
All right, let me. I'll have to figure out where it's at, so that way I can at least put it for people. Okay, hold on. Let me think. Sorry, guys. I know some of you guys are just like waiting, and I apologize for that. But and I do want to do more cooking lives, like she said, like you said. I just have to see how we can do it so that what's the word I'm looking for? So that the benefits the members also. I mean, I don't mind doing it once a week, but I just feel bad that you guys are only getting it once a week. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm trying to see. Does anybody know how to gift? I know a lot of people are giving them to, how do you buy them? How do you buy memberships? It just allows me to buy one, not to buy some to give away. YouTube stuff confused me. I know, William, me too. I swear somebody said that channel holders can buy them, but maybe a branded account doesn't let you buy them. I wonder if that's what it was. Because look at, see, it just shows like I can join,
Yeah.
but I don't want to join. I want to. I want to. I don't want to join. I want to buy memberships to give away, but I can't find out how to do that. I'm sorry, you guys. Anyways, I kind of covered what I wanted to cover with you guys, what we plan to do on the channel, and it's just kind of a feel good. If you have news you want to share, please feel free. It's just a different direction we're gonna go in. But I feel really bad, Teresa. Please know that I do feel bad. I just want to give people a place to breathe, have a feel good spot. What is that? A feel good spot to breathe share the good news. You don't have to give your names. You don't have to give your location, but you can just say, hey, we bought a house. I just had to tell somebody. Or, hey, my daughter is having her first baby and I'm ecstatic for her. Or a praise report. I've been praying that. Thank you, Teresa, for understanding. I really wish I could. Oh, trust me, I have been where you are. I used to go to a channel on the drama community, and I didn't know I was a branded account, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't able to get any memberships. Everybody was getting memberships, and it was like when you go to Queens, like somebody was buying like 20 of them, and then somebody else bought another 15 of them, and I was like, why am I not getting any memberships? But I also didn't have the money, and hers was only $2, but I just didn't have the money to buy a membership, and it made me so sad. Like, I mean, everybody was putting the emojis in the chat, and she would do members only live streams about 3 times a week, and it made me so sad. So please know, Teresa, it really breaks my heart more than anything that I can't gift them, or that I just don't know how. For some reason, I being a branded channel really just stinks. I didn't even ask to be a branded channel, and I am. No, I'm just kidding. And here I am. I wonder, like, look at, how do I go into the live? It doesn't even give me an opportunity. That's weird, right?
Yeah.
Like, where's the chat? There's no chat in there.
Bastards.
Joe, you're so dumb. Yeah, it just tells me if I want to become a member. It doesn't ask me to.
Doesn't allow you to join up?
No, all it does is I can super chat or I can super sticker. And then if I go in through the, what's that called? Safari, it just tells me like if I want to join a membership. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. How do you find out if you're a branded channel? If you go to like Google, and when you go to Google, well, one, I had to ask them because I said, how come everybody's getting, I think channels get 10 memberships. I think like at the beginning of the year or 6 months ago, somebody had said, yeah, they're giving channel holders memberships to give away. And I was like, wow, well, I didn't get nothing in my studio. So then I couldn't figure out why. So then I reached out to TikTok, I reached out to YouTube, and I said, hey, I'm supposed to have memberships that I'm supposed to be giving away. And then she's like, oh, you're a member, you're a branded account, so that doesn't include you. And I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. So then I was like, how can I find out? And then that person who I was speaking to, because believe it or not, they emailed me back, and I was grateful. If I go to Google and log in under Google, and then it'll ask me like my profile, and right above it says branded, and I was like, what? I'm just kidding. Joe, stop saying that.
Bastages?
No, just I don't even know what that is, and you're making it sound horrible. I'm just bummed out because this branded account has done nothing but, while I was over like mainly a creator and not when I wasn't a creator and only a sub, everybody was getting free memberships and I didn't. And then I became a creator and now everybody gets to give memberships and I don't get to. So, anywho, you guys, I hope you guys enjoy your week at work. And if you guys, I pray that you guys have a blessed week coming up and that all of your finances are blessed tenfold and all of the things that you're going through this week are not eventful, but more that they're very much a blessing to you. So thank you guys for coming in. I apologize for being a little scatterbrained. You guys, if you guys have seen me cook, still scatterbrained. I couldn't remember what a cylinder. What's that thing called when you drain your noodles?
Colander.
I don't remember what a colander is. Well, over here when we're doing this, I don't mind if anybody has prayer requests. I don't mind if anybody wants to email them in, leave them in the comments. I'd be more than happy to pray for them if anybody's going in for surgery. If you guys have something that you guys are like, hey, I mean, I don't even mind fasting for somebody. If you guys have something that's really a serious event that you guys would really need prayer or something. Me and my husband, like I mean, we can pray in the morning if you have a surgery coming up or something. Just know that if you need anything, please feel free to email or to text or whatever comment section. And I apologize again for being a little scatterbrained when I'm trying to explain what I'm trying to do. My channel, and I apologize for the people that want the cooking. We will still be doing cooking for the members, and Teresa, I hope that we can get our members up and that you're able to be blessed with one, because it'd be a blessing to you and it'd be a blessing to us. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Teresa. But anyways, it's a blessing to be able to do the cooking with you guys. I just felt like I wasn't connecting with you guys, and that's truly where my heart was. Joe's like a drill sergeant when he cooks, like we got to measure, we got to cook, we got to fry, we got to chop. And I'm like, I want to just talk to them, and I want to catch up with them, and I want to see what's going on in their life. Um, Thank you so much, William. So that's mainly what came down, is that I had done a lot of praying, and I felt like the Lord was just laying on my heart. And then the name was, he had given me the hem of the garment, and I knew where he was going with it because I was in prayer about it, and I knew what he meant, but I had to know what he meant. So I needed direction, and so I prayed about it, and then he showed me the thread. And it's, sometimes we're here holding on by only a thread, but also a thread is like the hem of his garment is like a play off of the garment is a thread. That's where we got the a thread. And then when I was talking to one of my subs, Quirky came in and she says, "Man, I just saw a sermon on this today." And they were talking about the hem of his garment, the lady who was just trying to reach it. And so for me and Joe, and he goes, "That's confirmation, babe." And I said, "Yeah, you're right." And that's where we are. It was confirmation for me that that's where I needed to go with it. And I'm blessed. Um, I'm truly blessed. And it makes me, I hope this is something that you guys feel compelled to come in, share good news. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. If you want to just sit up in the bushes and be inspired about something, or share something, or you're asking for some prayers, or if you just want to say, "Hey, we bought a house and I just found out my son's moving and he's having a baby," or sharing good news. Sometimes you just want to share it with somebody. So anyways, be blessed. Thank you guys for coming in and listening and me ramble. um More than likely, I will be going live on third when I believe Wednesday or Thursday. I told Berkey that I'd be Tuesday and Thursday this week, but I was writing down and I was looking at what my plans were for this week of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. And before you knew it, I said, "I'm going live." Joe's like, "Right now?" And I was like, "Joe, stop." "Yes, I'm going live right now." And he goes, "All right." He goes, "Do you need me?" And I said, "I just need a bottle of water." So anyways, I appreciate you guys. Have a blessed night. Thank you, William. Thank you, Teresa, for being in here. And I appreciate anybody else who watches the stream, and leave a comment if you have any questions, concerns. or if you have any idea on how to run StreamYard, because I have no idea. If playing something, I have no clue. I just got the laptop and it's barely new to me. Good night, honey. Um, but I'm gonna be uploading a vlog in the next 2 days. It'll probably take me to edit it, and then we will be uploading it in the next couple days for you guys. But that's ideally what we plan to do is up being couple nights a week of our regular this, and then vlog or cooking for the members. That's the vlogging and the members cooking. Or today we were, I might take you guys with us. But the difference is that when I was doing the cooking channel, it was like, oh, this is a frugally cooked grocery shopping. You know what I mean? Like I took you guys with me on how to make good buys and stuff like that. But with it not being a cooking channel, I'll probably just do more like just come with us for the day and hang out with us or something to that effect. So it just feels a little bit more like I'm able to be your friend versus being, I don't know, like I just want to be able to talk to you guys more, and that's kind of my direction. All right. Bye, guys. You want to say bye, babe? Jay. I'm sorry, baby. I was just asking if you still want to say bye.
What's that?
I just wanted to know if you want to say bye.
Bye-bye.
I hate you too.
Signing off.
Shush. You know what was so I can't find. Okay, here we go. You know what's so funny is you go like.